Our first guest is a not bad-looking 23-year-old. This is the same person who wrote the Snowflake intro. Our first guest is a not bad-looking 23-year-old championship race car driver. He's the youngest and most promising driver on the circuit. Please welcome the fastest man from Maple Ridge, BC, Greg Moore. Greg Moore, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Thanks.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah, they know who you are.
Really, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you don't get the lack of response I get when I walk out. They know who you are. So you're from Maple Ridge, British Columbia.
I am.
Home of a lot of famous athletes.
Yes, Cam Neely, Larry Walker, myself, Brendan Morrison's guy I went to high school with, just signed with New Jersey, so quite a few of us.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes. Relax.
Okay.
Either that or you're very conceited. You skip through the names of the other famous people?
Well, I don't know. There's a bunch of guys that are just working their way up to get there.
Well, what's the population of this town?
Just over 30,000.
Wow, and all these people have come from there. That's quite a per capita deal, if you're into that kind of thing.
If you're into sports.
Yeah. Oh, I'm into sports, buddy.
You look like it.
Larry, believe me, I am. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I, too, like to exercise by driving for hours and hours.
Touche. Touche, you got me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, do you still live in Maple Ridge?
Yeah, I still live at home.
Live at home?
Live at home with my family.
With your family?
With my family.
Yeah, did your dad ever let you take the car?
He used to.
You still live at home with your parents?
I still live at home with my parents.
That's
yep.
a great thing.
Well, you can call it living. I'm only there for about 100 days a year, so.
Okay.
Because we're on the road so much.
This is no hassle to them at all?
No.
So is your board broken up over the period of time, or in charge of the flat rate?
Actually, it's great because I don't get to pay rent there. All my food paid for, everything, so it's pretty nice.
Now, you broke Paul Tracy's record.
I did.
Yeah.
When
how many did you win?
It was an Indy Lights, which is kind of like the AAA series of car racing, and I won 10 of 12 races in 1995.
10 out of 12. Incredible. Now, you brought a clip with you tonight of one of your races, and
yes,
it's a very.
actually,
I saw it this afternoon. Very exciting. Go ahead, though.
There's two actual races in it. The first one is me at Miami racing with Christian Fittipaldi and Alex Zanardi, and then the second one is when I won at Rio de Janeiro in Brazil in May. So it's maybe we'll roll the tape, see what we see.
Feel free to do a narrative over it.
Okay. This is me and Christian. Doesn't look that fast, but that's like over about 160 miles an hour right there.
Are you the one in the lead?
I'm the blue car. The red car there is Alex Zanardi. And he just won the championship, so I can beat him every once in a while.
We sound like two girls discussing the race. Oh, you're the blue car?
I'm in the blue car. It's the blue car and the red car, and I'm in the blue car. This is at Rio de Janeiro. I'm in second, he's in first, and just, see, there's a couple inches there. And there I go, taking the checkered flag.
It's incredible. Incredible.
Thank you.
Can you get reprimanded for that kind of thing, for going, cutting the guy, well, for lack of a better term, cutting the guy off? That's what you did.
Not for that one there, but I have been reprimanded this year. It
really?
was in Portland.
Now, was this your dad or race officials?
No, race officials. See, Dad can do the personal stuff, but the officials actually slap the fines on you. And
they slap fines on you for that kind of thing?
Yeah, not for that, because that one we didn't actually touch. But there was one in June where I made a mistake. I qualified really far back, and I thought on the start that I'd make some positions, and I went from 14th to 2nd on the start, but also took 4 other guys out of the race at the same time.
Now, when that kind of thing happens, afterwards, these 4 guys walk up and go, oh, well. Do they get upset with you? Do you ever go to these bars afterwards, or
no.
Get into tiffs with these guys when you
No, I mean, I've come close once to being in an actual fight. A guy tried to pull me out of the car by my helmet, and cooler heads prevailed, and he got a $10,000 fine, and I got away with just a pat on the back saying, good job, you didn't get in a fight.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, what did the guy do? Did he put it on autopilot, just reached over?
Now, we were both in a mangled mess in the concrete fence, and his car had no right side on it, my car had no left side, and we're kind of parked together like
That's incredible.
Like a jigsaw puzzle, and he just, wanted to let his feelings known to me, I guess.
Now, somebody was telling me a funny story this afternoon. You were feeling a little under the weather this year during a particular race. What happened to you?
Yeah, that was in Cleveland this year. Actually, the race before the Molson Indy here in Toronto, and I had a stomach virus and strep throat, and I really was under the weather, hadn't eaten for 3 days, and doing about 130 miles an hour in a qualifying session on Saturday afternoon, and going along, and I just shifted to 6th gear, 130, 140 miles an hour, hitting a lot of bumps. And you know what it's like when you have a stomach virus and you're getting shaken around a lot. It was a bad thing. I actually threw up inside my helmet. Yeah.
Now, this is a pretty high-tech vehicle, Larry. Do you have little wipers inside?
It's an amazing thing because at that speed, 130 or 140, because there's so much air going over it, it just sucked everything right out the bottom of the helmet and blew over the inside of the car.
I guess if you were a British driver, you'd say you aspirated in your mask. That would be
You
a
can
nice
say that.
way to put it. That's incredible. Well, I wish you luck. You're going to
Thank you.
California soon?
Yeah, going to California for a race in Fontana, and there's $1 million to win it, so keeping my
$1
fingers
million
crossed.
bucks?
Yep.
You
Knock
could win
on
$1
wood.
million? Jeez, that's enough to get your own house. Good luck, Bob. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Stick around for my good friend, comedian John Wing, ladies and gentlemen.